YouTube for the Bommarito Automotive Group 500 here. Welcome on in. Hopefully everybody's having a good time. We are here and ready for this one. So I completely forgot that IndyCar was even racing today. I knew that they had I just assumed that they had a race that was starting at about the same time the NASCAR race would still be getting over, but there was about an hour offset. I was able to get everything done, and we are here and ready for this one. So there we go. Just gonna get that spot where I can read chat. All right. So there we go. We are all set up. Hopefully, we should all be good to go here. They just wrapped up they just wrapped up whatever soccer match was going on before this, and yeah, we should be getting ready for St. Louis. I just looked though, and the rest of the IndyCar calendar, can you just try not to overlap with NASCAR more than one time per month? Because literally, we have out of the races remaining, they're all within 2 hours of the start time of the NASCAR race, plus or minus 2 hours either before or after the NASCAR race. And most of them are within an hour of the NASCAR race starting, except for the Iowa night race. And then there's and then the season finale is 4 hours before Darlington, which is a good balance. And then you've got the race the day after Daytona, which is good. But those three are the only ones that don't overlap with a NASCAR date the entire rest of the year for IndyCar. Meanwhile, they've still got Road America, Mid-Ohio, Iowa, Toronto, Laguna Seca, and that's just through the next month and a half, including 5 races in July, and you manage to not have a single one of you get one of them throughout 1 out of 5 in the month of July to not overlap with NASCAR. Come on, man. All right, well, we're here. Hopefully you guys are excited. If you guys are, of course, hit the like button and subscribe if you guys are new, so you guys don't miss any future videos or live streams. But we are here. We're going to be getting ready for this one. And yeah, we're going to be chilling out here for the rest of the night. We got ourselves a pretty good race coming up here. Again, I apologize because at the end of the last stream, I said my next stream would probably be the race at Pocono, but nope, we are here now and we are live. Now, to my another thing that I need to mention is that there will be a live stream on Friday. Now, I don't know what that stream will be. It will either be live at the track for the local dirt track week 1, or we will be live here for the Pocono truck race. But my guess is that we will end up doing it'll be local track, hopefully. But again, that's all just going to be based on weather. All right, so there we go. We are chilling out here. Hopefully everybody's having a good time. All right, so again, as soon as yep, there we go, St. Louis. That's what I was waiting for. Bommarito Automotive IndyCar Group live on Fox. Okay, so come on. I'm going to try refreshing the page, see if we can get the leaderboard up. Once we get that leaderboard up, we're good to go. I'm going to say no leaderboard yet, but yeah, so Alright, so again, we are just chilling out here. Hopefully everybody's having a good time. Again, if you guys are enjoying these streams, again, feel free to let us know, but we are here and ready for this. So again, it looks like we got another 5 minutes or so on the TV window before they kick what's supposed to be the end of the end of the time they allotted for the soccer game. us, so there we go. Alright, so there we go. We are just chilling out here. Hopefully everybody's having a good time. But yeah, we did have SCG win the NASCAR race a little bit earlier here. Alright, so yeah, we're just chilling out here though. Hopefully everybody's having a good time. Let me know who you guys think's gonna win this race today. We got ourselves a INDYCAR Series race. Come on, give us the race center so we can go and get the leaderboard up and going. But yeah, we're just chilling out though. Hopefully everybody's having a good time. Alright, so there we go. So yeah, once again we are gonna be doing this one. It's a 500. I have absolutely no idea if that's supposed to be miles or if that's just a filler number or if it's 500 kilometers. No idea, but yeah, we're gonna be doing the race though. Hopefully you guys are excited for it. I know I certainly am. Alright, so there we go. Again, we're just chilling out here. Hopefully everybody's having a good time. There we go, the NTT INDYCAR Series on Fox. Come on, let's get this race going. Come on, this race was supposed to have started by now. Let's go. Come on, we're 8 minutes after. INDYCAR, update your app with the race center so I can go in there and at least know that at least the leaderboard on the screen looks normal. Rather than looking like a complete hodgepodge of your website. But yeah, so it's Father's Day night here for the NTT INDYCAR Series as they get ready to roll. NASCAR again wrapped up about an hour and a half ago now, as we are sitting here getting ready for the night race. Alright, so there we go. Again, we're just chilling out here. Hopefully everybody's having a good time. So we got Townsend, Bell, Will Buxton, and James Hinchcliffe doing the Fox reporting. Flashback to last year when McLaughlin on the rear bumper of Oh, whoa! Right behind them, actually. Big Papa Wheelie from somebody there. Right over the back of Will Power's car, and Will Power tried to explain that. It's hilarious still. Well, we're chilling out here. Hopefully, everybody's having a good time. Hopefully, everybody had a good Father's Day. I got to spend the majority of it with my dad streaming the NASCAR race together. So, if you guys want to see some of that, feel free to go check that out. But yeah, as of right now, we're just kind of waiting for this race to start. Watching some highlights from last year's race as whoever that was just chopped the 66 down completely. All right, so there we go. We're going down to the pit lane there, and that's David Malukas. Not sure if he was the one that chopped him or if he was the six. No, he wasn't the 66 last year, so he was probably the one that chopped him. So we got Jack Harvey doing the pit lane reporting. Is this the same thing as Corey LaJoy, where they just couldn't make it as a driver, so they joined the TV broadcast instead? There we go. Alexander Rossi. Would love to see Rossi get the win today. Been so long since we saw Rossi win a race, and now he's with Ed Carpenter. Getting to see the Ed Carpenter number 20 in victory lane would be amazing. So yeah, we're just chilling out though. Hopefully everybody's having a good time again. Would love to hear you guys' race predictions because yeah, we are just chilling out here. Hopefully everybody's having a good time. Alright, so there we go. Yeah, we're just chilling out here. Hopefully everybody's having a good time. Having a good time. We're just waiting for this race to start because I forget just how long IndyCar pre-race definitely feels. Although it's not like NASCAR pre-race is all that much faster, so just would be nice if we had something else we could do to help distract us. But new switch isn't set up yet, and I don't have the old switch down here either. So should be getting the new switch set up tomorrow. By the way, now we finally have the TV actually up on the wall, so be able to record that video for the gaming channel. Should be a good one. We'll also have a studio tour coming up in the next little bit. So we are just chilling out here. Hopefully everybody's having a good time. Alright, well, again, we got 4 people hanging out in chat. Thank you guys for everybody that's decided to spend a portion of your evening here with us. We're just chilling out here. Hopefully everybody's having a good time. Alright, so there we go. Again, we're just chilling out here. Hopefully everybody's having a good time. Alright, so they're doing the starting grid. Hopefully that means we can actually get the leaderboard up now. Nope, still no. Alright, so they're going through it. Row 5, we got Alex Palou starting actually pretty deep in the field, honestly, for this one. Felix Rosenquist on the inside of row 4. Marcus Armstrong driving car 66 alongside Josef Newgarden in row 3. Malukas going to be going inside on the outside of row 2. And then the row 1, we have a Penske lockout between Will Power and Scott McLaughlin. So Penske lockout there, not bad. Gotta love a when the team can dominate a qualifying session. Say what were they 1-2-4 or 1-2-5, something like that for qualifications. We would know if we could get the leaderboard up. We are just chilling out here. Hopefully everybody's having a good time. We are just waiting for this thing to go. And come on, give me the leaderboard. It is. We've been waiting. Come on. We all want the leaderboard, and it does not take this long to get it set up, right? Alright, so we are just chilling out here. Hopefully everybody's having a good time. Alright, so there we go. Again, we're just chilling out here. Hopefully everybody's having a good time. But yeah, again, let's get this thing going. Come on. Come on. Give us the race center. Nope. Alright, here we go. Cars are, the drivers are strapped in. Come on. By the time the cars go rolling, we should have the race center out. Come on. Love to actually be able to cover the race. Come on. Alright, there we go. And we're just chilling out here. Hopefully everybody's having a good time. There we go. They're getting ready for the command to say the drivers start your engines. Come on. Alright. Drivers start your engines does not need to be a 5-minute speech. There we go. Drivers start your engines. Come on. Engines are fired. We are just waiting on this thing to get going. There we go. They've got them lined up 3 wide. They better not be starting them 3 wide. That would be a big problem into turn 1 here. I mean, turn 1 of Indy is sketchy when you have 3 wide. I can't imagine how sketchy this track would be if they tried 3 wide there. 1.25 mile oval, 260 laps. Pit window is about 45 to 50 laps. Alright, still no race center up. Come on, man. Really want that race center up so that we can make this thing actually look decent for everybody that's chilling out here. There we go. Oh, the 3 has stalled. The 3 car has stalled already. An issue on the number 3 for Scott McLaughlin. That is not good. Hopefully it is just a simple stall and they'll be able to go push him, get him going, and then he'll be able to refire the car and get this one going. But if it's worse than that, that might be Scott McLaughlin already behind the 8 ball here. And out there he goes. He gets it going, and he'll be able to retake his spot on the outside of the front row alongside his teammate. Will Power, and now that we've got cars rolling, come on. We should have the race grid by now. Come on. Nope, still no race center. Okay, well, we might just not have a leaderboard for today. Yay. Alright, so there we go. Again, we're just chilling out. Hopefully everybody's having a good time. Alright, but yeah, we are chilling out here. Hopefully everybody's having a good time. Come on. Okay, literally, what is this? They've got some drivers 3 wide. Are they really thinking about starting? They better not be. Maybe it's just a 3 wide salute lap for the fans because I know some series, like I know NASCAR used to do a 4 wide salute at Richmond for Fan Week or whatever. And it's not a guarantee that that means that they're gonna do it for they're gonna start the race that way, but it feels weird seeing them all 3x3x3 here. Aside from McLaughlin, who has still not been able to pass because they're 3 wide. On. Just give me this starting lineup so I can put it on the screen for everybody and we can talk about the top 15. So there we go. They're showing the effects of dirty air. Yeah, so when in dirty air, you get about 30% less downforce when you're following the car behind you. Which, that's a lot less downforce. And downforce equals grip through the corner. And the more downforce you can add without adding too much drag, the better. Because the less downforce you have on that car, the more likely you are to end up losing it and spinning out. And yep, there we go. Now the guys are going to the back of the field. Now McLaughlin can hopefully start to make his way back up to the front row where he belongs. There's Will Power's wife getting ready for this one. She looks like she's been out in the sun just a touch too long. Tad bit overcooked, but we are here and ready for this one. Yeah, I'm sorry if anybody thought I was done for the day. I thought I was done for the day. Then I went upstairs, saw that IndyCar wasn't even started yet, and came back downstairs. So there we go. Yeah, we are just chilling right now. Alright, so yeah, we are chilling here. Hopefully everybody's having a good time. Alright, come on, give me the leaderboard. Alright, there we go. Follow live, scoring and timing. There we go. That's what we've been looking for this whole time. There it is. And that should be everything all good to go. Once we get the chat out of there. There we go. Alright, we're all set up, ready to go. Alright, here we go. Pace car is off. Field in the hands of Power and McLaughlin here as they are heading down the back straightaway for the, they've got one more lap and then they will be going green here. So here we go. Doubled up, ready to go racing. Welcome on in. Hopefully everybody's having a good time as the Bommarito Automotive Group 500 is getting ready to commence here. I'm just getting my phone up in a spot where I can read it. And here we go. On to the main straightaway. Green, green, green. Green flag is out, and we are racing here in Gateway. So there we go. Willpower able to take the lead here, and the blue car, I believe that is David Malukas, jumps his way all the way up into second position, getting by Scott McLaughlin, and immediately looking for the lead here. No conservation from little Dave here as David Malukas jumps up to the lead, and he will lead lap 1 here. And Willpower jumps out of line, not able to beat him back to the start-finish line here as they are working their way through this one. again, David Malukas hangs on for lap number 1. Again, works this one to perfection here. I do apologize. The on-screen graphics are going to be just a tad bit ahead of the other ones, and some of the stuff is going to be a little bit out of frame just for now. When we get our first caution flag, I will try and work on it, but the computer is just a little bit out of reach in the new setup right now, so we'll hopefully be able to make things a little bit more cohesive here in the near future. But as of right now, it's actually working pretty well, though. 3 laps in. Currently, we got a battle here as we got another driver poking out of line. This time, it's Kyle Kirkwood trying to make a pass, and he completes it with ease there. Kyle Kirkwood on Marcus Armstrong, if I'm not mistaken. Yep, there it was. As we've got the leaderboard up here. Josef Newgarden falling back to 7th already. He's going a bit backwards. Kind of the wrong direction there for him. Meanwhile, his other 2 teammates have both lost 1 spot each as Scott McLaughlin and Will Power have both been passed by Little Dave. And oh, we got a caution! Caution flies as we got the MyJack number 30 of Devlin DiFrancesco up and out of the groove. And the back wing of that car is a wreck, and that is going to be the first caution flag of the afternoon or evening. So there we go. Caution flies. A really quick one there as we've got this one already back and under the caution flag. Alright, so there we go. Devlin DiFrancesco climbing from his car. And again, you gotta feel dejected for him. Out of the race, only 5 laps in. That is a heartbreaker there. And now that we have a break, let me swap chairs here over to kind of the producer chair. And that's a little closer to the thing. And we can go ahead and get this one lined up. So, trying to think. Do they have option tires here at the Alright, first off, let's get rid of that because that covers immediately what we need. Alright, so I think it's just the only thing I think that needs to be edited is this one here. I think tire manufacturers is going to be a bigger deal than the other stuff. So yeah, I think tire choice with the green tires are going to be a little bit more necessary than the other ones. So there we go. And now we'll swap back on over to the other chair, and we will be getting ready for this one. So yeah. Oh wow, that chair. Okay, so that's the chair I think we were standing on the other day. So that's why that one was so uncomfortable. Oh no, the one I'm sitting in now is the one we were standing on because I can feel the bend in it. Alright, well, there we go. Again, we were just chilling out here. They go to their first commercial break, and considering it's stocks, we're probably going to have a lot of them, but we are here and ready for this one. Keep chat up so that I have a way to identify 1 if we see any bots, and 2 so I can answer any messages we do get. So yeah, we're just chilling out here. Hopefully everybody's having a good time. Again, David Maluk is able to actually jump up. Meanwhile, Alex Palou went from 9th to 12th on that start. So Alex Palou had not a great start there for him in the number 10 car, which it feels weird to say anything kind of even remotely negative about Palou's season so far, as he has won all but 2 of the races, which ironically both races he didn't win were both street circuits won by Kyle Kirkwood, who is currently in the 5th position. So it's been an all Honda year. Honda's been absolutely loving it this year. I can't imagine that they would want to change up much of anything going into next year. So, but so far so good for Honda. They made it through. They won the Indy 500, and they're in prime position for the championship. 50 on-track passes, despite the fact, and no lead changes because technically Little Dave got the lead before the end of lap 1. So go. And yep, there's the 30 car being hoisted away by the tow truck, and we will be getting ready for another restart here. I'm gonna go ahead and get that set up there for chat purposes. Alright, so there we go. Yeah, we're just chilling out here. Currently working lap 9 of the race here. Alright, should be getting the speed up thing as we get ready to launch as we get ready to tie these get this car right back to the start. Yep, pace car's off. Field in the hands of David Malukas. Now, on every restart other than the first restart, they go single file racing. So there will not be a double file restart here. We will be going single file here down to the start of this one. And here we go. They are all single filed out here, ready to go do some oval racing here. Power, McLaughlin, Malukas, as we get ready to go racing. Green, 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 green flag is out, and it is on here as David Malukas and 3, 4 wide further back, but David Malukas leads him to the green flag. Again, Malukas went from third to first on the very first lap, and he was able to go ahead and take this one. And he's so far has led this one out right now. I don't know if that's due to him maybe Power or McLaughlin maybe conserving their tires a little bit to try and see if they can stretch the tires, or if Malukas' car is just that good. But here we go. We got the 2 car of Josef Newgarden trying to pop out of line here on the 66. And the 66, I believe, just powered right around the outside of Newgarden, holding him off for the time being at least. So Josef Newgarden unable to pass Armstrong in 7th. Yikes. Marcus Armstrong, I mean, he's a good driver, and that car is okay, but man, a Penske car should have the power to get around him. And right now, here comes Herta closing in on the back bumper of some of these cars as well. But as of right now, out in front of the field, it is still Little Dave, Will Power, and Scott McLaughlin. No change through the top 10, really, as of right now, as everybody's just kind of settling into line here. Single file restart is definitely help factor in a single file the single file nature here, but for the most part, these drivers all trying to figure out something to do here. Santino Ferrucci up 4 spots since the restart. There we go. There's a change we were looking for. Louis Foster up 3 spots since the restart. Nolan Siegel actually dropping 3 spots since the restart. So there we go. And here we go. Marcus Armstrong, he's got the 2 car leading the inside, but once again, Marcus Armstrong able to power around from the outside. There we go. Yeah, we got ourselves a pretty good race going on here, but man, Malukas, Power, and McLaughlin just dominating the front of the field. I'm going to say, no one's even really been able to get much of a run on these guys, at least not yet in the early portion of this race. Only 16 laps in, but the laps are clicking off quick. Alright, so again, we're just chilling out here. Hopefully everybody's having a good time. The two cars still not able to really make much of a move. He's in fact, the two car. Oh no, the two car did get by the 66 of Armstrong. Okay, I must have missed the moment that he finally actually made that pass happen, but there we go. Newgarden passed one of the cars. He's got a few more to catch before he gets up to his Penske buddies in second and third here. And right now, Malukas is just pacing the field out in front of him, which is pretty good for a young driver. Gotta love the confidence in that guy. Alright, so here we go. 20 laps in here. We're going to ride through this one pretty well. Dixon's all the way down in 16th. Yikes. What happened to Scott Dixon? He has been... he's obviously been taking a backseat. Everybody in the entire series has been taking pretty much a backseat to Alex Palou this year, but so far... And David Malukas, most career laps led, which granted, ovals do provide that opportunity more than a road course, considering 260 laps is more laps than we typically run in in two full road course races, but still. Again, Connor Daly making some moves here. Connor Daly to the inside of the 27 of Kyle Kirkwood fires on through, and he's able to make that pass happen. There we go. Good job, Daly. Connor Daly trying to make some moves here. If Connor Daly gets this win, that would be insane. I know the Indiana crowd would go absolutely berserk seeing Connor Daly win an oval this close to the Indianapolis area. Obviously, it'd be a whole lot bigger at the Indy 500, but then again, everything's always a lot bigger at the Indy 500. But this race, right in the shadow of Indiana, and yeah, here we go. Alright, so 24 laps in, and again, right now they are working their way through this one. And so far, it looks like Newgarden might be trying to make a pass here on Kyle Kirkwood as well. So Kirkwood actually making some moves. Daly passes a Ward. There we go. Connor Daly makes the pass on a Ward. Newgarden able to pass Kirkwood. McLaughlin still sitting behind Will Power, and Will Power still sits behind Malukas. But that gap between Power and Malukas is now 1.5 seconds. Yeah, and then McLaughlin's another full second behind his teammate Will Power. Obviously the speeds are going. Say a full second isn't that far off, but it's still significant that they're starting to lose ground to these leaders. Alex Palou's dropped to 13th. Yikes, that is really not good for the guy who's dominated this season. We may be looking at our first new winner in a long time. Our first new winner since, in fact, if it stays Malukas, that'd be a first-time winner, which would be a first as well in a while. We haven't even had a different winner, that wasn't Kirkwood or Palou all season. So it's definitely an interesting one to keep an eye on here, but again, Little Dave out in front of the field, just dominating this one. 2-second lead over Will Power. And say, Little Dave putting on a dominating performance here. Again, remember, you can go about 45 to 50 laps on a tank of fuel. We are currently working lap 29, so we are about 15 to 20 laps shy of pit stops here, but we'll start to see them probably rack up in about the next 5 to 10 laps. Although at tracks like this, I think they'll probably wait as long as humanly possible here. Alright, so again, we're just chilling out here. Hopefully everybody's having a good time. If you guys are, of course, hit the like button and subscribe if you guys are new. Alright, so again, we're just chilling out here. 13 laps in. Actually working our way through this one pretty effectively here. 33 laps completed here, and it doesn't feel like it's been all that long. And David Malukas, is that lap traffic he's already catching? There we go. Gotta love lap traffic. It's been a while since we've seen it in one of these IndyCar races, although I think is at the road courses, you're very rarely seeing lap traffic, and even at the Indianapolis Speedway, you usually see drivers kind of conserve, trying not to catch the lap traffic. David Malukas, I mean, you don't know what you don't know, but David Malukas has never led this many laps, and he is hard charging through this lap traffic, just trying to lap as many cars as he can. Past the Ray Hall, past Stingray Rob. He's now going to set his sights on the Rick Ware Racing Abel Motorsports entry of Jacob Abel, which is going to be a fast approaching mark here. Alright, so yeah, we're just chilling out here now. Will Power's lost 3 full seconds to Malukas. That is insanity here, that Will Power cannot seem to stop this bleeding here as this young David Malukas just powers around here and just owning the entire field. I mean, they've lost close to half a straightaway on him. I mean, half a straightaway is a significant bunch because now you're so far off of the other drivers that, as I say, Malukas can start to breathe a little easy. Alright, so there we go. We are just chilling out here. Hopefully everybody's having a good time. Will Power and Scott McLaughlin both working their way through this lap traffic here. Now 4.5 seconds back. Wow, that is insane. Alright, so here we go. Connor Daly battling it out with Newgarden here. And there we go. Josef Newgarden powers around Daly, and now it's a Penske 1, 2, 3 in second, third, and fourth place. Power's now lost nearly over 5 seconds now to Malukas. 40 laps completed here. And Malukas now has a nearing 5.5 second lead on Will Power, which is insanity here. Again, Josef Newgarden, he is caught up to his Penske teammates in placement. He is still about a second and a half, 2 seconds behind McLaughlin, which is going to take some time to try and get to, but there we go. And we are just chilling out here. Hopefully everybody's having a good time. But yeah, Newgarden's been on a bit of a charge here. I'm curious to see if he might have something in it. And there we go. Scott McLaughlin just turned his best lap of the race, but I don't know if it's going to mean much here as David Malukas is already down. And that's just his personal best lap. I don't know if that's the best lap for anybody. In fact, let's see real quick. We can sort by best lap. So Malukas has the fastest lap of the day. Daily Power Newgarden. So Scott McLaughlin's quite a ways down there in terms of that. All right, so there we go. Back to the leaderboard as it should be. And again, Power starting to creep into Malukas' lead a little bit. So maybe David Malukas did burn up too much too early here. As it seems like David Malukas might be starting to fall back into the clutches of Will Power. And if he's starting to fall back into the clutch of the Power, McLaughlin's not much further behind him. And of course, last year, Newgarden got a little high up there and ended up spinning it. I believe that was shortly after the first round of pit stops, which we have not gotten to quite yet here. So here we go. Again, Power's now within 4 seconds. Malukas definitely seems to be falling off just a little bit here. So here we go. Lap 45 laps complete. I'm expecting that we may see some pit stops here. So 46 laps in here. Power is starting to catch Malukas. So again, you guys have conserved your tires really well up to this point. I think you have to be thinking that you're going to be able to stay out longer than Malukas. And oh, Will Power. Oh no, Will Power up against the fence. Caution flag flies. Will Power hits the wall, and that is going to be possibly Will Power's race over. He was starting to catch Malukas. He was starting to get hopeful, and then all that goes out the window. The window. And there it is. Will Power, flat tire. He's going to try and limp it back to pit road, but I don't know how much his team is going to be able to do with that wrecked race car here. I mean, that is a disastrous run. That is going to put Will Power well behind the 8-ball here. Alright, so there we go. Yeah, we're just chilling out, though. Hopefully everybody's having a good time. Alright, so again, we're just chilling out here. Hopefully everybody's having a good time. But yeah, so it looks like there's some suspension broken in the rear of that car, the way the wheels kind of flapping around, so. I'm thinking that this is definitely the end for Power. So 2 ovals have produced 9 cautions, although obviously the Indy 500 a much longer race than any of the others. 6 road and street courses combined have had a total of 7 cautions, This is only the second caution of the day here for this track. So really, it was seven for the Indy 500, and then 7 for the entirety of the rest of the season up to this point prior to this race. This is only the second oval of the season. There we go. They are going to limp it down to pit road here. Again, no official lead changes. Malukas was the leader here, and we're going to see all the drivers coming down to the pit lane this next time by. They're going to send some mechanics over the wall to go check on Power's car, but I think they are going to unfortunately inform him that he will likely be out of this race. So, here we go. Again, David Malukas, McLaughlin, Newgarden out in front of the field here, and this caution flag will give everybody a chance to go ahead and pit here for the repairs. For repairs, fuel, tires, all that. We'll see pretty much the entire field come cycling through as they're all going down. Well, a little bit of a chance for everybody except for Power to hit the reset button because they can say I think everybody was starting to think that Malukas was starting to run away with this one as he was out 4.5 seconds ahead, and then Will Power was doing a great job running him down and just ran himself too hard, I guess, and right into the fence. So here comes everybody else down pit road. We'll go ahead and call the run through the pit stop, and then we'll go. I'm going to go take a quick break, and we'll be right back. There we go. Newgarden gets his service done. Let's see. What about McLaughlin? 4 tires and fuel. Here's Malukas. David Malukas, 4 tires, fuel. They get it done. Drop them. Wait a minute and go, 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 go. And no, the Penske perfect pit crew is going to be enough. And oh, we got a Arrow McLaren car stuck. And Alex Rossi has caught fire again. No, that's Rasmussen. Sorry. Alex Rasmussen catches fire. The fire appears to have extinguished itself, but that would be the second oval race in a row where we've had one of the Ed Carpenter cars catch fire, and whichever McLaren car that is, that's the 7. The number 7 McLaren car took off and then just stopped. So a massive amount of issues, but it is going to be Scott McLaughlin getting out just ahead of David Malukas. So Malukas will have to try and retake this lead when he gets a chance. I'm going to run a quick ad and we'll be right back here. so yeah, they're back from the commercial break and back to racing. Sorry about that, about the delay, and we are back here and ready for this one. McLaughlin has been able to control the lead over Malukas, though. Malukas was not able to take the lead back from McLaughlin here after starting second. So there we go. All right, so we're chilling out here, just trying to get our bearings as to where everybody is. Willpower is off track right now, so he is going to be losing some laps here. And yeah, here's that fire that we were just talking about with Rossi, where the car caught fire and they just started spraying down the car with the foam or whatever to try and get everybody put out. And then a few minutes ago, as they were coming off pit road, his teammate Christian Rasmussen seemingly caught fire in his pit box as he drove off, and the fire luckily seemed to put itself out there, which not sure as to what exactly caused it to put itself out, but again, good thing they avoided major issues there. And yeah, again, right now the Ed Carpenter car is not having the best of days here. Currently in 10th and 15th. But being not on fire is a good start to building some momentum here. So here we go. Rasmussen looking out of line here, trying to find a way past Alex Palou here, trying to put Palou back to 15th. There we go. And David Lucas is under fire from Josef Newgarden, 1.3 seconds behind the leader. 1.3 seconds behind the leader, and Josef Newgarden is starting to look like he is ready to pass David Malukas. Malukas, he drove away from them on the first start, but so far on this start, I'd say he's a little bit slower. He's trying to hang on to this one, but as of right now, David Malukas is really just trying to hang on here. Although he actually he closed the gap the last lap to Scott McLaughlin. He's getting ever so slightly closer to the back bumper of McLaughlin here, and if he can catch him, then he might be able to turn this into a 3-horse race after all. And we might be able to even see him try and pass McLaughlin to get McLaughlin versus Newgarden ignited. Because if he can get those two racing against each other, that should loosen the restrictions on him, and he should be able to make some advantage out of that. So again, right now, David Malukas burning up all that all the hybrid boost here, and then goes into the corner. He'll regen as much as he can of that hybrid through the corners, but again, you only get that hybrid boost for so long here, and they are making the most of it right now, but it is not going to be easy here as McLaughlin is still over a full second out in front, 1.2 seconds out in front here. It is not going to be easy for Malukas here. I mean, Malukas is doing his best to try and catch him, but right now I'm not sure his best is going to be enough to get this one done. Again, right now, Newgarden is hanging out right behind Malukas here. And I think Newgarden's got the slightly better car here. He seems to be kind of waiting and hoping for a pass to be happened on Malukas. And yep, there we go. Malukas leaves the inside open just a moment, and there goes Newgarden on through. So there we go. Josef Newgarden does complete that pass. Now it's Newgarden versus McLaughlin that we will be focusing on here as the Penske guys try and run each other down here. 75 laps into this one. We're working our way through this one pretty effectively here. I have a brother named Malcolm. All right, nice. Well, welcome on in, Jordan. And we are just chilling out here getting ready for this one. Again, 76 laps in, working on this one. They're going to highlight Rasmussen, currently all the way up to 13th. Good job on Christian Rasmussen to make some passes happen here further on. I'm kind of surprised Alex Palou is having as quiet and really just not great of a day as he is. I mean, all the way back in 15th place really has never been better than where he qualified 9th. I mean, all in all, that is a really poor start, but there we go. Alright, and as it is, Fox, it looks like, no, they're going to go to a side-by-side commercial. Alright, let's go. So again, Josef Newgarden trying to run down McLaughlin. McLaughlin trying to lap as many people as humanly possible here. Alright, come on. Let's see. What do we got? Yeah, right now, 76 laps down. This one's actually not going too terribly. Come on. No changes. Come on. Alright, this, again, 80 laps completed. We should be coming up on our next wave of pit stops here in about 20 to 30 laps. Actually, closer to 10 to 15 laps for the next wave of pit stops potentially, because last wave happened not about 30 laps ago, so about 20 laps out is when we would expect fuel windows to start looking short. Alright, so there we go again. We're just chilling out here. Hopefully everybody's having a good time. Alright, so McLaughlin is getting caught by Newgarden. It's only the two of them, though, that are catching each other. So they're about 2.5 seconds up on Malukas here in the number 4 car. Alright, so again, we're just chilling out here, though. We've got 83 laps currently on this one. We're about 33 laps into this run. So, yeah, we're starting to get towards the lap 40 mark when tires start to wear out. You know? Alright, let's see. Yeah, we're just chilling out here. Hopefully everybody's having a good time. Alright, so yeah, right now we're just working our way through this one. Hopefully everybody's having a good time. Man. Definitely could use just a touch of heat in this room because it is cold, but considering the weather today, I will not complain about it being too cold. And there we go, Christian Rasmussen coming down for the first, opening up the wave of green flag stops here is Rasmussen's off, no fire this time, and it looks like he is going to be off and away here, good to go. So again, Newgarden is getting closer and closer to the front of the field here. It's just a matter of time, I think, before Josef Newgarden catches and passes the 3 of McLaughlin here. And Sam McLaughlin is right in the middle of a battle for position, with track position here, and now he's got the to a Newgarden to his inside. Josef Newgarden to the inside, but no. Oh, there we go. The 3-car just powers around the outside of him. McLaughlin able to channel some of that energy and able to go ahead and make this one happen. Alright, so there we go. We're just chilling out here. Hopefully everybody's having a good time. Come on, let's see again. Right now, David Malukas is making this one work, but it is it's a slow burn here for these drivers. Trying to make this one happen. Alright, so here we go again. We're 90 laps in. We're working our way through this one, but man, it is just getting to be a little long here as we are getting down to the end of this one. Oh, I say the end of this one. The end of this next stint. And yeah, we are going to be Alright, so there we go. Again, Josef Newgarden out he's trying to get to the front here. McLaughlin's still holding that top spot, but McLaughlin has been having some trouble with some of these lap cars. Alright, so there we go. We're just chilling out here. Hopefully everybody's having a good time. Oh man. Come on, man. Again, we're just trying to get through the end of this one. It is late. Already 9:20 here on the East Coast, and we are chugging our way towards the end of this one. We got the 2 versus the 3 dueling it out for the lead. Again, McLaughlin holds the lead for at least now, but alright, so here we go. We're just chilling out here. 90 laps completed here on the day out of 260. Yeah, we are just chugging our way along this one. And yeah, McLaughlin trying to lap some of these guys, trying to lap Felix Rosenquist now. That's not going to be easy to lap. Alright, come on. Alright, so yeah, we are just chilling this one out. Hopefully everybody's having a good time. And man, all the way to the apron goes the 3 of McLaughlin as he is trying everything. He was trying to do everything to get by Nolan's Siegel there. By comparison, Nolan Siegel gives the 2 a relatively easy time getting that one. All right, here we go. Pit stops have begun. Scott McLaughlin, Pato Award, and I say a lot of people coming to pit road here, starting this cycle here as we are crossing lap 101. Alright, so there we go. We're just chilling out here. Hopefully everybody's having a good time. There's McLaughlin getting his pit stop underway here. Kirkwood, Herta, Armstrong, the top 2 currently. Alright, so we're just chilling out here. Hopefully everybody's having a good time. This race is definitely a little late. Hey, Florida Panthers fan, how's it going? Alright, let's see again. Right now we're working our way through this one. 104 laps completed out of 160 to go. It is a long, long race. My volume's low. Okay. Yeah. Again, new setup. Hard to tell exactly where it is. I also just have no idea in terms of. So let's try to do. All right, there we go. That should hopefully boost the volume without distorting it much. All right, so there we go. Again, I think the biggest thing is I'm just tired and nowhere near as loud as I normally am. But Josef Newgarden just turned a new best lap here. Newgarden, Malukas, McLaughlin, the top 3. So McLaughlin, the same. That's what they've cycled around to. It actually looks like Malukas might be able to contend here while some of these guys are starting to get up towards the front of the field. Nice. There we go. Again, we're just chilling out here. Hopefully, everybody's having a good time. All right, there we go. Yeah, the door is new. Yeah. Yeah, the entire studio is new. So yeah, the door is definitely new. Yeah, so we got door, we got new wall behind us, and new TV up on the wall. So 110, 111 laps completed here as we're working our way through this one. Newgarden with a 2-second lead over Malukas. Then we got Pato Award. Rasmussen, after catching fire earlier, Rasmussen's all the way up into the 5th position. That's actually pretty impressive there. That Christian Rasmussen's been able to get there. All right, no NHL till today till Wednesday. Yep, that's unfortunate. Yeah, we got this one. Unfortunately, both races today have kind of just been kind of misses. I mean, the race earlier today had like a 15-second lead there at the end, and now we got Newgarden putting a bit of a beat down here after Malukas led early, and whoever has been the leader has been able to start dragging a lead. It wasn't even like, oh, Malukas was beatable, but managed to hang on to the lead. But there we go, and yep, this is the Chevy turnaround here. 17 of Newgarden's 31 wins in his career have come on ovals, and he's won 4 of the last 5 at this track, and 5 career wins at Gateway total. I mean, again, these stats for him are insane. So again, the Team Penske cars, you've got Power out of the race. You've got McLaughlin 7 seconds back of the leader here, while Newgarden leads this race. Yeah, Malukas sitting about 2.7 seconds back of the leader here, and it's just working their way through this one. It has not been a very big race here so far. Let's see. All right, nice. There we go. All right, so 116 laps down here, working their way through this one. Hopefully, everybody's having a good time. But yeah, we are chugging along here. Positions lost since the restart here. Alex Palou's lost 4. Dixon's lost 4. Or sorry, since the start of the event, it's been Palou down 4, Dixon down 4. Because yeah, they've got the drivers out the race. They're dropping down a lot of spots. All right, so there we go. Again, when we hit lap 130, that will be the halfway point in this race. And so far, it's actually been a fairly clean race. No, only one or two cautions so far. We're chilling. Let's see. Looking forward to hockey. All right, nice. Yeah, I'm not sure I'll be streaming much hockey, but I'll be keeping an eye on the finals. All right, so again, we're just chilling out here. Hopefully, everybody's having a good time. But yeah, Newgarden though. Newgarden's starting to get caught by Malukas a little bit. This is what happened nearing the end of the last run. Alright, so yeah, we're just chilling out here. Hopefully everybody's having a good time. All right, nice. Moved in with your wife, nice. Always like to see that. Yeah, again, right now it's been a long night already. If I'd known this race was gonna be a blowout, I probably would have just turned off the stream and gone to bed and watched it. But Alex Palou, I think you might be one of the few people rooting for Palou at this point. 13th place is where he's running, but the fact that he's won so many of these races and basically already has the championship on lock, I think a lot of people are gonna be rooting for anybody but Palou. Yeah, so your brother's screaming at you, Alex. Go, Alex Palou. I would love to see Palou. I'd love to see Palou try and make this kind of comeback, and it would be absolutely the perfect kind of storyline for his season. But say as of right now, though, I think it's gonna be too much for Newgarden. I think Newgarden is gonna be able to get around there. And here we go, Dixon making a pass here on Malukas as they're trying to unlap themselves here. So Dixon and Palou are already a lap down. That's actually not or at the very tail end of the lead lap. Yeah, Palou gets unlapped for about a half second before he gets relapped again. So he must be the very tail end of the lead lap here for Malukas. So there we go. Oh man, that's unfortunate. Yeah, so again, right now, Ward hanging on to the back here. He's going to try and get by McLaughlin here. That battle is going to be for position number 3. And these two, they don't really have anyone directly in front of them to be trying to compete with, at least not for position, all these two. Alright, so again, right now we're just chilling out here, nearing the halfway point here. Let's see. Nearing the halfway point, the question is what ends up happening here as they're working their way through this one. It's been a long night, but we are looking forward to this one. Hopefully you guys are. Alright, so there we go. Pato Award P4 here. Trying to close in on McLaughlin. But I don't know if Power really is going to, or if Award, is going to be able to close in on McLaughlin as quickly as I think a lot of people are thinking here. Alright, come on, let's see. Again, right now we're coming up on halfway here through this race. We are working our way on through this one, but man, it's been man. Yeah, I'm looking forward to to seeing how this race ends up developing, but it has been a long one here. Alright, so McLaughlin versus Award. Award's charging up the battery. Alright, man, yeah, we're just chilling out here. Hope he's having a good time. So they got Josef Newgarden leading this one. Please tell me that's not right now. What? Are you kidding me? Josef Newgarden's upside down. What? He was just leading by 5 seconds and now he's upside down? What? What happened? He was leading by over 5 seconds and he's upside down. What on earth happened? All right, and Louis Foster has also come to a stop, so I'm guessing he may have ramped himself up there. All right, yeah, the new NASCAR game info. I know they just dropped a whole user Q and fan Q&A the other day. I just haven't gotten a chance to sift through all the info. Oh yeah, that is insanity there. So Louis Foster scrapes, overdrives the corner, scrapes the outside, breaks to the side, and Newgarden tries everything he can to avoid it, and then just gets sandwiched into the inside wall and flips up and over, destroying that car. Yikes! And there was nothing he could do. I mean, he did everything he could to avoid and that is just terrible timing on his part. Nothing he could have done. And he was just a sitting duck there. And now that's two of the three Penske cars out. Alright, there we go. But yeah, so Louis Foster just gets up out of the groove, scrapes the fence, and then the car breaks loose, spinning down to the inside wall and just clobbers that number two car. Again, hopefully he is okay. That is always going to be the number one worry when you see a wreck like that one. You always hope that the driver's safety and Newgarden is going to be okay. But oh man, that is a scary looking wreck. Alright, so yeah, they go to commercial break again. This one's gonna take some time to clean up, but we're just chilling out here. Hopefully everybody's having a good time. Alright, well, we're just chilling out here. Hopefully everybody's having a good time though. If you guys are enjoying the stream, feel free to leave a like, subscribe if you guys are new, so you guys don't miss any future videos or live streams. And yeah, we've been enjoying doing these for a couple of years now. Let's see. Oh man, that's unfortunate. Wish it only took me 2 weeks to fix my studio, but instead it took me from Halloween till now to fix it. Yesterday was the first day in the new studio. so there we go. And we're going to be getting ready for this one. Hopefully we'll be able to get this one back going here shortly. Alright. So yeah, again, it's been a busy race so far, and again, a chaotic one here. But I would not put it past it potentially. I wouldn't put it past it potentially being a situation where you just end up sending the drivers down pit lane so you can red flag the event and then get it back going. Alright, so yeah, we're just chilling out here. Hopefully everybody's having a good time as we're getting later and later into this one. Let's see. Then you have bigger storage shed. I had a Scotsman train and a Thomas the Tank Engine and a Hogwarts Express. Yep. So here we go. And David Malukas should be the race leader as we're here under the red flag after, or not red flag, yellow flag after that nasty crash by Josef Newgarden again. Biggest thing is hoping he's okay. But other than that, it looks like David Malukas is going to be your race leader here as they're weaving their way through the crash site. So yeah, here's another quick replay of it. Just watching this one. And yeah, Newgarden trying to do everything he could to get around, but just could not get there. Ends up resting upside down on its on the windshield, and that is going to be Newgarden out of the race. And yeah, again, a scary crash. Glad to see he's okay after sliding that far. Alright, so there we go. Let's see. Man, that was a mess of a wreck there. Again, glad to see him okay so far. Both able to climb out under their own power. Nice. And glad to see the Penske driver okay after that one, because that is an insane crash. Obviously, we won't know the severity of any injuries until afterwards, but at least the fact that he was able to climb out under his own power is a positive sign. And it's also a good thing that the top 5 cars are all Chevys. We might have our first Chevy winner of the year lined up this weekend. Which would be insane that we would have our first Chevy winner this late into the season, but it could happen. Man, we are just chilling out here. Hopefully, everybody's having a good time. But yeah, there's that number 2 car getting towed away here after a fuel pump issue and a seatbelt issue at 2 of the more recent races with the Indy 500 and the Long Beach Grand Prix. I don't remember if there was an issue at Toronto too, but if so, they didn't mention it. But alright, so there we go. Again, everything's getting all ready to go here, but we're now across the halfway point here. And now we're just counting down to the end of this one. They've got the lights out. They've got the reddish sky as they're setting this one up, and they're going and replacing some of these safer barriers after inspecting them to make sure that they can still do their job of being safe. So again, doing everything to make sure that that everything is as safe as possible before we send this thing back to green, because you'd hate for someone to hit that same spot on the wall and have it be just that slight bit weaker to the point where they potentially either crash through the wall or worse, something crashing like up and over the wall potentially. Alright, so there we go. Again, we're just chilling out here. Hopefully everybody's having a good time. There we go. Like 260. We are currently working 140 as they cross the line here. Oh, there was a bunch of debris on the pit lane as well, so you couldn't red flag this race. Okay, so that's the reason why they didn't red flag it, was because they couldn't get the cars down pit lane due to the debris. Alright, there we go. Yeah, we're just chilling out here. Hopefully everybody's having a good time. It is actually fairly cold down here. Alright, here we go. The top 12 all coming to pit road. Top 12 coming to pit road. All lead lap cars. I'm gonna go see if I can find a warmer jacket or something to put on, because it is just a wee bit chilly down here. Alright, so there we go. Hopefully, yep, here we go. Here comes everybody down pit road. At least all lead lap cars. Alright, so there we go. Everybody hitting their pit stops. Let's see. Should be 4 tires and fuel, nice and easy. Now the Penske car should have the easiest time because they've only got one driver to worry about now. Alright, come on. 140 laps complete. 140 laps completed. We are over halfway through this one. David Malukas out in front of the field. I'm gonna be right back. Alright, we're back. So we got ourselves a seat cushion to hopefully make sitting a little bit more tolerable, at least for now. And then we grab ourselves a blanket because it is like 30 degrees warmer upstairs than downstairs. Upstairs is definitely too warm, but down here definitely a little chilly. There we go. Talking with Louis Foster, fresh out the race car. Again, just glad to see these guys both okay because that was a gnarly hit. There we go. There we go. We are chilling out here. Hopefully, everybody's having a good time. We are going to be getting ready. All lap down cars coming to pit road this time by. That is still just a unnerving wreck to see. Again, glad that everybody walked away from that one okay, because that was by no means a gimme that they were going to walk away from that one. Alright, so here we go. There are the lap down cars coming down pit road. But yeah, I gotta. Man, that was an unnervingly bad wreck there. Alright, so there we go. We're just chilling out here. Hopefully, everybody's having a good time. We should hopefully be able to get this one back up and running here shortly, as everybody is. As a bunch of the drivers have made it back on the lead lap. So again, Newgarden or Malukas has now led 66 laps, and he has finished third. And this is now the third time Newgarden has finished 20th or worse this season already, which for a 27 car field of most weeks is not an easy one to see. Now, obviously, the Indy 500, I believe, is one of those, so. Yeah, and that's one of those races where you do have 33 cars, so it is more acceptable / understandable that you might not finish that one well or finish it at all, alone top 20. But here, even if you DNF, you aren't guaranteed to finish outside the top 20, unlike in NASCAR where you are basically guaranteed to finish outside the top 20. And David Maluka is being penalized for an unsafe release as he narrowly escaped some of those. As he narrowly escaped some of those pit crew drivers and then merged right into the immediate lane. Malukas and McLaughlin both going to drop, looks like 3 spots for the penalty. So it's going to be Award, Daly, Kirkwood, the top 3. Award, Daly, Kirkwood, Malukas, McLaughlin, the top 5. Herta and Ferrucci dropping. Will come in 6th and 7th. 8th will be Marcus Armstrong. 9th, Alex Palou, and Alexander Rossi gets your final spot inside the top 10. So here we go. Green flag's out. We are back to racing. Pato Award, Daly, Kirkwood. And oh wow, a little bit of speedy dry coming off some of the tires there, it looks like, as they go rocketing down the back straightaway here. Daly looking to the outside. Not sure he's going to be able to find much there. Pato Award powers through on the bottom. And down to the very bottom, going through some of that speedy dry again, as Daly and Pato Award dueling it out here for the lead of this race. Again, Connor Daly, Kiffin Simpson up quite a few spots as well, up into the 13th position. He started way further down. And Pato Award wheel to wheel here with the number 76 car here. Again, Pato Award dueling it out with Daly for the top spot. Malukas has gotten by Kirkwood. Now Malukas has got his eyes set on this duo here as he's going to try and dominate this race. And in order to do so, he will have to pass these two who are coming up on 100 laps to go. Once we get past 100 laps to go, we'll be close. We're going to get close to the end of this one. Let's see. Alright, so again, Award doing a great job to hang on here, but Daly putting an immense amount of pressure to the back bumper of that number 5 car, and he's trying every which way to get around him, dogging him all the way down that inside wall, and I would not be shocked if we see another crash. And there we go, Connor Daly able to clear Award this time into turn 1 after all that pressure he was putting on him. I think it was pretty obvious. I think Daly had the better car and maybe even a little bit more hybrid boost available at the moment. So definitely the hybrid boost definitely helped Daly make that pass, but it was not an easy one by any stretch of the imagination. Alright, so yeah, we're just chilling out here. Hopefully everybody's having a good time. So again, since the race started, Daly's up 14 positions here to the top of the grid here. I mean, obviously, some of these ones where they're only up 1 or 2 spots since the start of the race, yeah, it's not as impressive because obviously we've had a couple of guys DNF out of the race. So anyone who's that far back and still in the red is not in a great spot. There we go. We're just chilling out here. Hopefully everybody's having a good time. Alright, so again, Colton Herta battling it out with the number 14 car here, trying to make something happen. Santino Ferrucci. Alright, there we go. And Connor Daly up into the top spot here. Award, Malukas. Malukas still could be fast enough to try and close this gap here. 2.7 seconds between them. Alright, so there we go. Again, Connor Daly working their way through this one, getting close to 100 laps to go. Come on, come on, come on. Alright, so again, we're side-by-side commercial break here. Everybody's kind of gotten it all single filed out here. Yeah, I'm just tired here. Hopefully we're getting close to the end of this one. Turn out the final 100 laps here nice and quick. David Malukas getting close to the front of the field here. It's definitely one of those things that could be a whole lot easier than we thought it would be. Alright, so again, we're just chilling out here. Hopefully everybody's having a good time. Yeah, we are really starting to run out of steam here. Yeah, if this wasn't our second race of the day, we might have some more energy, and here we go. Connor Daly has been caught right back up here by Pato Award. But you know, that's not Award. Come on. Again, we're just chilling out here. Hopefully everybody's having a good time, but we are definitely running out of steam. But yeah, Daily Award, Malukas, Kirkwood, and McLaughlin. I was up so early in the morning too, which is just not helping this at all. Alright, there we go. Yeah, we're just chilling out here. Hopefully everybody's having a good time. So far, Malukas has led the most laps. Scott McLaughlin second most laps. And yeah, again, Connor Daly just trying to catch up here right now. Yeah, and Pato Award hanging close enough to challenge him, but all right, come on. But yeah, we will be doing the Pocono Cup and Xfinity race. And we'll probably have some something live from the track this week as well, so that should be a ton of fun. Yeah, as of right now, though, I am just so far out of steam tonight that I hate to even entertain the potential idea of calling a stream early, but especially a stream that where the racing has actually been pretty fun. It's just been tiring the whole day. All right, come on. All right, so say we got 90 laps to go. Come on, 90 more times around here. Let's go. All right, trying to hype ourselves up. See if we can keep this one, keep some energy going here. But we are crashing hard here. Kyle Kirkwood, 2 wins this season, trying to make something out of this, especially out of Palou having a down day. This is the chance for Kirkwood to try and get up there and run some good laps. But so far, Kirkwood in fourth. He's going to earn some points, but I don't know if it's going to be the big points day he was hoping for. Alright, so there we go. You know, we're just chilling out here. Hopefully everybody's having a good time. Again, Connor Daly is doing a really good job leading this race. When's my next stream? Probably on this channel, probably Friday. I will probably be live tomorrow over on the gaming channel with some Switch 2 gameplay, but I don't know for sure what time. But Friday, probably around 6, 7 p.m., I should be live with local track racing. Here we go. But yeah, again, I don't know the exact time, and I will try and give you guys updates over on Twitter for Twitter, and I'll try and update through YouTube posts based on, because local track will be based on what the weather's looking like. Cause we haven't had a completely clear week yet. In fact, even the day I went to go pick up my credential for the year, the practice session that was supposed to be there that day got rained out. I'm just glad there was still someone at the track so I could buy my so I can get my credential. So I've got my season pass all set. But yeah, so pretty much every Friday though from now to the end of the year we'll be at the local track getting some good footage hopefully. Can your cat do a stream? My cat is not allowed in the basement for a couple of reasons. One, digging up the carpet on the stairs is the big one. Has anyone lost a tire? No, they have not been on these tires long enough for a tire to have blown. For the most part, everybody's last pit stop was about 38. Was about 38 laps ago, so we are starting to enter that window where we might see some tires going down, but none yet. But yeah, so that's our next stream though. Stream schedule for next weekend. We've got Friday night, probably local track. Saturday and Sunday will be NASCAR at Pocono. Alright, so again, we're just chilling out here till the end of the race. Hopefully you guys are still finding some enjoyment here again. We are it's just fading fast here again. Right now, Malukas is hanging on to a pretty good It's actually been a really good battle here. Daly versus Palou, or Daly versus Pato Award. I mean, it's been close. The problem is that Award just has not found himself in an optimal position to be trying to make the pass. So yeah, right now we're just working our way through this one. Here we go. Award starting to make some big moves here, trying to get by the 76, and we got ourselves 80 laps to go, 80 more times around. There we go. Things starting to pick up. There we go. What weather would stop it? Yeah, I mean, at an oval, almost any weather would stop a NASCAR race. Road courses and or dirt tracks, they can be ever so slightly more lenient with rainfall, but anything beyond that, and it starts to just be like, yep, no, right up. Alright, so again, we're just chilling out here. Hopefully everybody's having a good time. Alright, come on. Again, we're just chilling out here. Hopefully to the end here. Let's see. Do you get tornadoes where you are? No, not really. I think we've had one tornado touchdown in the last decade. No, I am not in a tornado area. Alright, so here we go. Coming back from commercial break, and let's see. Again, Award, Malukas, and Daly are all really close together here. The question is, can something happen? Let's see. Where are you in? I'm in Maine. Say right at the top, at the most northeastern corner of the United States. What about hurricanes? Not really. Not very often. Alright, so there we go. Our big thing is snowstorms that we get up here. There we go. Since the restart, Daly's gained a spot. Rasmussen's gained 6 spots since the restart. Or sorry, Rasmussen gained 12 spots since the restart. Not bad, not bad at all. Alright, so again, we're just chilling out here. Hopefully everybody's having a good time as we're getting to the end of this one. Again, right now, Daly hanging on to this one. Award in second, trying to hang on as well here. There we go. Rasmussen versus McLaughlin battling it out for fourth. Alright, so here we go. Again. We're just chilling out here. Hopefully, everybody's having a good time. Alright, so here we go. Cycling through pit road. Here we go. Pato Award on pit road. Ferrucci, Armstrong, Kirkwood all coming to pit road here. But yeah, again, right now we're just chilling out. This should be the second to last round of green flag stops. Again, they likely will have to make another pit stop with about 20, 25 to go. Here we go. Let's see. All right, Pato Award was able to leapfrog Daly in the pits. There we go. Connor Daly is actually in behind David Malukas here after a really good pit stop from both the David Malukas AJ Foyt crew and the McLaren crews. So there we go. Connor Daly is going to be in a fierce battle here with the AJ Foyt car. Kirkwood comes to pit road, leaving VK, Dixon, Rosenquist, Schwartzman, and Kirkwood out in front of the field here. Is Kirkwood going to be the leader here at the end of this when we get cycled back around here? No, actually, we'll have to wait and see, but right now it looks like it could be VK. Oh, we got caution flag. Yellow, yellow, yellow. As it looks like a small caution here, as I believe one of the drivers got up into the outside barrier. A nice early caution to try and avoid a repeat of what we just saw with Louis Foster earlier. Yeah, that happened at almost the same spot on the track that the Louis Foster crash happened, so you really wanted to play that one safe. Alright, so we're just chilling out here. Hopefully everybody's having a good time. Again, this race has been really good. It's just been one of those where it's like, where it just starts to drag just a little bit. Man. Alright, come on, come on, come on. These commercial breaks feel like they take forever, even though they really don't take very long at all. There we go. Alright, here we go. Coming back from commercial break, and let's see. Road America next Sunday, about 1:30. Cup Series races at like 2. So, direct overlap. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of racing series going off at the same time as each other. Like, hey, if you guys can work this out, I'd love to be able to watch both of you. All right, so we got 20. We just crossed the 200 lap mark. 60 laps to go here. Come on, it is really getting chilly here. Only in the basement. Just gotta remember once this race is over, I can run upstairs and we'll be nice and warm. Scott Dixon is going to have to come to pit road because he had not pit yet. So he comes to pit road. He'll get his 4 tires is full of fuel, and he'll still have to probably come to pit road another time with like 10, 15 laps to go. Yeah, we are chilling out here. Hopefully, everybody's having a good time. we're just chilling out here. Alright, so 60 laps to go. Come on. Alright, chilling out here. Hopefully we can at least get to the end of this one. It's been a long day. We were live for what, like 4 hours with NASCAR? Oh, what was the NASCAR stream earlier? Yeah, so NASCAR, we were live for 4 hours with NASCAR. We've been live for 2.5 years, so 6.5 hours we've been live today. A quarter of the day completely. Alright, so here we go. Looks like they're going to be getting this one lined up and ready to go back racing. And did they really let Dixon keep his track position after pitting? That's stupid if they did. Alright, so here we go. There's a pace car keeps waving his hand out the window of the field. I'm curious as to what we're gonna see happening here, because should hopefully be getting back racing here shortly. Alright, so every driver is gonna be getting waved around here. So everybody has to go ahead and get around because apparently like Dixon got a lap ahead of everybody or something. Alright, so here we go. Again, we're just chilling out here. Hopefully everybody's having a good time. I will say, I think with the Atlanta Cup races on Saturday, this upcoming weeks, or in the coming weeks, I might actually be able to get to a Pokemon event town over that Sunday. So hopefully we might be able to bring her around a brand new deck that we've been building. Yeah, here we go. Again, we're just chilling out here. Hopefully everybody's having a good time. It has been a long one. Please tell me we can at least be done with this one here soon, but here we go. The pace car guy still has his hand out the window. And it looks like they're going to be getting the one to green here. Oh, Everybody getting up behind Dixon here. So Dixon, again, I don't know what happened. How did Dixon end up the leader here? Man. Super gold here. 410 starts for Dixon, 58 wins in Dixon's career here. Could he make it 59 today? Speaking of 59, we got 54 laps to go here as we get ready to go back racing. All right, green flags out. We are back to racing, and here we go. We got Pato Award, Kirkwood, Daly, Malukas, McLaughlin. Where'd the other orange car come from? Because there's another orange car behind Dixon. And say it looks like there's two McLaren cars there, and oh wow, we got people popping out of line. I assume that there'd be the 7 car somewhere because again, that looks like a very McLaren orange car in like 4th place, but Daly and Rasmussen's cars aren't McLaren orange. Ferrucci's I don't think is. I know Malukas is. Malukas is in a blue car. Alright, so there we go. Again, we're just chilling out here. Hopefully everybody's having a good time. Working our way through this one, and hopefully we'll get to the end of this race here before 11 o'clock hits. It has been a long one here in St. Louis. I thought maybe a 2.5 hour race, but no, it might still be only about a 3-hour event. That's not terrible. Alright, so here we go. Daly, Rasmussen, and McLaughlin 4th, 5th, 6th. So. It is definitely getting a little cold here. Let's see. Yeah, I know. I saw Devers got traded to the Giants. I'm bummed, but from the sounds of it, sounds like he didn't want to do what the Red Sox had planned for him with a position change, and was actually threatening to sit out games. So honestly, it sounds like this might be just for the best. I mean, yeah, I think we're a better team if he wants to play, but if he didn't want to play the position we needed him to, then we probably weren't going to have much need for him. All right, come on. All right, 48 laps to go here. They're working their way through this one. Dixon up to the lead here. Kirkwood to second. Kyle Kirkwood going to be looking to try and keep this one to only a 2-win season. And so far, Honda is trying to keep the lockout. So far, 2 Hondas out in front of the field. The rest of the front runners, mostly Chevy. But here we go again. Dixon and Kirkwood, the only 2 Hondas at the front of the field to try and keep Honda with the all-out win strategy here. But yeah, man. All right, so Scott McLaughlin comes to pit road here. Yeah, 46 laps to go. Tells me we're probably done with pit stops for the day. But here we go again. We're just chilling out. Let's see. So 45 minutes to go. We're working, or 45 laps to go. We're working our way through this one. Alright, so again, we're just chilling out here. Hopefully everybody's having a good time. 44 laps to go. Dixon's out front, and Dixon has the fuel mileage advantage to probably pull it off, so we'll have to wait and see if this is actually an event or not. Alright. Again, we are chilling out here. Hopefully, everybody's having a good time. It is getting late and later and later here. 42 laps to go. I will not be doing the full run through of the finishing order just because, one, I am going to be so tired. I'm going to be looking to get out of here when we hit the checkered flag, but also there's a lot of drivers to go through. But yeah, so far though, Newgarden had an absolutely abysmal, had a terrifying wreck leading to an abysmal finish here at one of his best tracks. Alright, there we go. And the 3-car Scott McLaughlin. McLaughlin climbs from the car. The third and final McLaren has gone out, or third and final Penske has gone out of the race. All three Penske cars have DNF'd. We've got a green car in Alex Palou making a pit stop here. The final pit stop for him. So yeah, we're just chilling out here. Hopefully everybody's having a good time as everybody's cycling through this last set of green flag stops. And a lot of people trying to get them done earlier. Earlier the better here. There we go. 37 laps to go. Again, Dixon out in front of the field. He's got the most recent pit stop. I don't know for sure that Dixon won't. In fact, I think Dixon may have to come to pit road here along with everybody else. But yeah, there it is. There's Scott McLaughlin. All three Team Penske cars DNFing out of the race. And that is a disappointing way for Penske's night to end at one of their best tracks. Alright, so there we go. Again, we're just chilling out here. Hopefully everybody's having a good time. Here comes Rasmussen down to pit road, working their way through this one. Alright, 34 laps to go here. So yeah, right now we got 33 laps to go. We're working through it, but man, the end of this race could not come soon enough here. Again, a great race. It's just getting late, and we've already streamed one full race today. Currently at 6.5, coming on 7 hours of streaming today. It's fun, but I feel like everything has a limit as to how much you can do it before it really starts to drag. Alright, so there we go. Everybody's just chilling out here. Hopefully everybody's having a good time. Alright, come on. This race is definitely dragging. Man. Alright, David Malukas heads to pit road. Come on, let's see. What do we got here? 28 to go. Here we go. Again, Dixon out in front of this field. Kirkwood, Award, Ferrucci, and VK in the top five. And this race is starting to drag really late into this one. Alright, so there we go. 26 laps to go. We're working our way through this one. Hopefully, you guys are having a good time. But yeah, we are definitely starting to drag the night on. Here comes Kyle Kirkwood to pit road. So here we go. Yeah, we're just chilling out here. Hopefully, everybody's having a good time. Hey, Kenneth, how's it going? How are you doing tonight? I'm doing good, and happy Father's Day to you, my friend. Hey, happy Father's Day to you. We had my dad on earlier for the 4-hour NASCAR stream, and we are absolutely tired here as we're getting down to the stretch here. Here comes Dixon down pit road. Scott Dixon coming down pit road here at Gateway. Honestly, the race has actually been really good. It's just that, again, I'm tired from going on nearly 7 hours of live streaming already today, and in addition to having been up and about earlier, up at like 5 a.m. and yeah, it was not a fun time to be up. So, as I mentioned, I normally do a full rundown through the finishing order. I will not be doing that at the end of this. At the end of this one, just because it's gonna be so late already, and I do have to be up tomorrow morning to work on some stuff. So there comes Pato Award into the pits. Pato Award coming down to pit road, leaving Ferrucci, VK, Schwartzman, Erickson, Ilott the top five, with Felix Rosenquist in sixth. here we go. Yeah, we're just chilling out here. Hopefully, everybody's having a good time. When's the next stream? Next stream is probably going to be on this channel. Will probably be Friday night from the local short track, the local dirt track. But I am planning to be live probably tomorrow for some Switch 2 gameplay over on the gaming channel. So here we go. 20 laps to go. Come on, let's try and hype up these last 20 laps. We got Ferrucci, Schwartzman, and Ericsson, the top three, as VK dives to pit road. Kyle Kirkwood currently in position to potentially take the lead when everybody cycles around to pit. So Kyle Kirkwood could win this race. There we go. Let's go. Let's try and get some hype going. Even though it is definitely drained at this point in terms of the energy levels. Alright, so 18 laps to go. Ferrucci's still out in front of the field. Last pit stop was 51 laps ago, so as I say, Ferrucci's got to be reaching the end of his fuel save, and again, the only ones that I think might be able to stretch it would be Ilott and Rosenquist, and even them I would say are very much stretches. But yeah, Robert Schwartzman out there, I don't think can make it. Ericsson, I don't think can make it. Alright, so there we go. Yeah, there's the moment of the race when Josef Newgarden got flipped upside down while leading by a couple seconds. Alright, so there we go. Santino Ferrucci still holding on to this lead. Schwartzman to second. Ericsson to third. Ilott and Rosenquist making up your top five here. The guys are going to move so quickly through the top five. Alright, so 3 laps to go. Come on. Or not 3. Sorry. 15 to go. 3 drivers who have yet to pit. Yeah, Ferrucci, Ericsson, Ilott. Or sorry. Ferrucci, Ericsson, Ilott, Rosenquist. So 4 drivers who have yet to come to pit road. Alright, so again, 14 to go. We are definitely crashing out here at this point. 14 laps to go, now 13. 13 more times around here. Ericsson, Ilott, Rosenquist, Ferrucci, the top 5. There we go. Looks like Ferrucci is going to finally drop below some of these other guys. Alright, so again, right now we got 12 laps to go. Come on. Alright, come on. 12 laps to go. 12 more times around here. It's been a long one. Currently, Callum Ilott, Rosenquist lead the field. Kirkwood in third here. Potentially able to close it out for Team Honda and continue the shutout season. Meanwhile, all the Chevys around him are going to be trying to bump him out of this one. Again, Rosenquist versus Ilott here. Man. Rosenquist able to take the lead here. 10 laps to go. 10 more times around this racetrack. Yeah, again, right now, Callum Ilott is going to have a hard time making it. And Rosenquist are both going to have a hard time making it to the end of this one. Kirkwood can probably make it very safely on pace. The question is, does he have enough pace to keep the 1 second gap between himself and Ward at bay? Alright, so again, right now I'm not expecting these guys. I'm expecting they're gonna probably come to the end of their fuel window here in a moment, but 8 laps to go, and Ferrucci and Ilott are still out there on the track here. But again, they are, so they're losing ground quickly here, which tells me, yeah, Rosenquist coming down to pit road at that speed. Yep. So it's Callum Ilott versus the world here. Alright, so again, we're closing in on the end of this one, 6 laps to go. But yeah, Ilott does not have enough fuel to make this happen here. And that's going to pass the lead back to Kyle Kirkwood with 1.7 second lead here over Pato Ward for the lead. Yeah, so both of those drivers were about 5 to 10 laps shy on fuel, and now it's down to Kirkwood versus Ward for a 4 lap shootout here. Again, it's going to be close here if we can get something going. Pato Ward keeping it close. Would be the first Chevy winner of the year, the third different winner on the year. But right now, it is just the 27 out in front of the field trying to drive away from anything remotely yellow, which is ironic because one of the next cars is going to come up the lap is going to be a yellow car. But we got Christian Rasmussen right on the back bumper as well, which Rasmussen for Ed Carpenter. We talked about Ed Carpenter. Would be cool to see them get victory lane too. So either or would be an interesting one, but yeah. Go again. We are just chilling out here. Hopefully, everybody's having a good time. But yeah, let's see. 2 laps to go here. Kirkwood, I think he's going to be able to hang on to this one. It's going to be tough, but let's see. Kyle Kirkwood getting backed up here. White flag, 1 lap to go. One more time around. Kyle Kirkwood, for all the marbles, he's going to have to hang on tough for half a lap more. As Kyle Kirkwood is going to try and hang on. We got the 5 of Pato Ward going into the last corner. Not going to get there. It's going to be Kyle Kirkwood off the final corner. Kirkwood's going to win it here in St. Louis. As Ward comes up second, Rasmussen third, fourth will be Dixon, fifth will be Ferrucci, sixth will be where we find Connor Daly, seventh VK, eighth is where we find the season dominator Alex Palou, Marcus Armstrong in ninth, and rounding out your top 10 will be Robert Schwartzman, Rossi, Malukas, Ericsson and Lundgaard rounding out the and Kiffin Simpson rounding out your top 15 finishers. Felix Rosenquist 16th, 17th Colton Herta, and that is going to be as far as we're going to. Okay, here we go. Callum Ilott 18th. I think that's about as far as we're going to go for we might be able to get through the rest of them real quick if they can just flash the rest of them up on screen. So, Kiffin Simpson was the first driver, 1 lap behind the race. So there we go. So Callum Ilott 18th, 19th, Nolan Siegel, Stingray Robb 20th, and Jacob Abel 21st. But yeah, we are going to be hopping off the stream here pretty quick, though. So here we go. Come on. One more pass through and we can finish reading off the rest of these names here so I don't have to scroll because I don't want to scroll and mess things up. But here we go. So we got Jacob Abel in 21st, Graham Rahal 22nd, 23rd, Devlin DiFrancesco. And then the final 4 slots, all drivers are DNF'd. Scott McLaughlin, Josef Newgarden, Louis Foster, and Will Power all out of the race. Again, thank you guys for everybody that tuned in. And massive congratulations to Kyle Kirkwood on his 3rd win of the year and Honda on continuing the shutout season that Honda is having. Again, thank you guys all for watching, and I will see you guys next video. Bye. Whatever you guys say to do with the rest of your night. Have a great night, everybody, and goodbye.